Yo, 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 what's up, man? We got legendary Fig Newton in the house here on Urban City TV. How you doing, Fig?
I'm good. What's happening, though?
Oh, it's all good here, man. We really appreciate you coming out today, and we know it's a little trip for you to get out here.
Yeah,
And
that's what's up. It's my pleasure. I fuck with grind. I fuck with it.
oh man, we definitely had to get you on the show, man.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of your music and the whole swag, and so I just wanted to get you on here and talk about what you got coming up and who Fig Newton is, and you look on YouTube, you got some big hits on there, lots of streams,
Absolutely.
lots of hits. So Fig, tell us who Fig Newton is, and kind of your background.
Shit, man. Fig Newton is a product of the environment, man. One that comes from the cloth, that's able to speak the language to the people for they can understand it. So that's who I am. I'm the go-to between the streets here and the people. You feel me? As far as the language is being talked in the communication. You know what I mean? As far as what's going on and how we doing it, kind of like a street narrator. I'm just giving it from what I've seen and how I feel like it's supposed to be going, and putting out things that people can kind of gauge themselves off of, opposed to freewheeling and freestyling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times nowadays, people ain't getting the proper guidance they supposed to get, so they look to the music. And my thing is, I'm noticing that. So as far as my community and the youth that's looking up to me, I'm going to give them what they supposed to get in order to get them to where they supposed to be.
Right on. So you grew up in South Central Los Angeles, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I read that you were an athlete in high school.
Absolutely.
You played basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Could you dunk?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you go?
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
could
sir.
go?
Yeah, I played basketball, high school basketball for Lincoln High School in San Diego.
Uh-huh.
I was going through some things as a youth, and my mom sent me off with my father. You feel me? He was down in San Diego doing his thing, trying to restructure his life. And I felt it was time for me and him to get a little closer with our bond. So I went down there to see what he had going on, and it worked out. I ended up tapping in with some people. Southeast San Diego was good to me.
Yeah.
The Lincoln Park community was good to me. I ended up graduating from high school. We were CIF champions. And I played a part on that team. I also ran track. You feel what I'm saying? And passed my SATs.
Uh-huh.
Did a lot of good stuff down there. Then moved on to some different things. But I was an athlete in high school.
Did you know Mitchie Slick? Because he's from the Lincoln area.
Yeah, I was present at the beginning of what he started. You feel me? I was actually in class with one of his, I believe it's his nephew, Lil Mitchie Slick. And he was, his first CD, he was able to pass it to me, and I was able to hear it and digest it. You feel me? That's why we got some close ties, me and him, me and Slick. You feel what I'm saying? I was there for the beginning of the situation with the wrong kind, so it was good. You know what I mean? He good peoples, and I like the maturity he got going on with his music and everything. So it was a template for me to be able to watch what he doing. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And step behind what he got going on, to step into what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
So how was it? Because I know Southeast San Diego, there's a lot of blood sets down there. You got you got the Skylines, you got Lincoln Park, you got Emerald City.
For sure.
So there's a lot down there. So the blood influence was huge there.
Yeah.
And you being from South Central, how did you fit in?
At first, I had a couple of run-ins. You feel me? As far as letting myself be known, my face be known, my section be known, and what I represented. But after we got over that, and I was able to, link in with a couple of the big wigs, we was all the way 100. You feel me? It was always a opening arms and a warm welcome from
Yeah.
San Diego with me. That's why I always tap back in. I go, I show up, I participate. You feel me? Because they never shut the door on me. You feel what I'm saying? They was always open to see what was going on with me and, you know, to learn. So I'm always open to learn on what they got going on. So it was a beautiful experience, man. And it was able for me to kind of bridge the gap. Because a lot of people out of my section look to that section as, you know, might be a subsection or whatever, but at the same time, they got that same situation going on like we got it going on. You feel me? And it's just that people not present to see what's going on. I was present to see it going on. And I was able to come back to my section and say, hey, man, they like us.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's going on down there like it's going on out here. You feel me? And it's some solid motherfuckers down there, just like it's some solid people out here. It's just like we got some people that need to get weeded out. They got some people that need to get weeded out.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I was able to judge the region for what it is. You feel what I'm saying? And accept the love as it was given.
So you're a high school athlete, and when did you get into the music? Was that right after high school? Was it during high school?
Shit, I always been freestyling and getting into the, you know, the whooper things with, you know, the homies when we get on our tip. But more or less when I was in prison, I had a cellie that I had recently got out the hole, and I had pulled up to the cellar with my partner. He happened to be a Keyway, actually. You feel what I'm saying? I was getting out the hole, and they didn't have no space for me on the yard. They ended up putting me in a cell with a crib. I came to the door, what's up, homie? My name Wooty Wooty. You got an issue with me coming in here? He like, nah, man, I'm a level 4 type of dude. Come on in here, man, till you find you somewhere to be.
Yeah.
I ended up going in there, and he also was a rapper himself on the street. We exchanged some bars, and he looked at me like, hey, man, you don't rap for real? I'm like, nah, bro. I'm on what I'm on. You feel me? He like, hey, man, you need to take that serious. And the 2 weeks, week and a half that I was in the cell with this dude, the interaction that we had and the spread that he was showing me from what he had with the music, it just inspired me to go start the process of when I get home, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that started me putting together raps. Because before that point, it was just, when the beat come on, I'm going to just rap. When he expressed to me and showed me CDs and showed me the type of money he was making off the CDs, and, oh, that's what you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, I got 2 years to the house. I bet you I get on top of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And he like, bro, you need to go do that. So I ended up, you know, paroling and structuring my personal life together first, then getting into the music. You feel what I'm saying? But I always knew it was an option, so I kept that right there. And once I got myself back together, as far as my family and, you know, what I'm doing, my child and things like that, I moved on to jumped into that and started fucking with the music. Got a good response off of the first record. Couple of records I was throwing out there. It's like, oh, okay.
What was your first record?
You Fig Me was the first record that I really put out there as far as visual and lyrical and streaming wise. You feel me? But I recorded a couple of freestyles, you know, privately and let my loved ones hear them, and they was like, bro, you hard. You feel me? This is what you doing?
Yeah.
And the confirmation of the people that I respect their opinion pushed me to go do it some more. And once I got into the box, it was like, I don't feel like it's a motherfucker fucking with a motherfucker in my element. You feel what I'm saying? So, all right, let me continue to do what I'm doing. And it brought forth more reaction and more, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things that came forward with it. So I accepted.
And then how did you come up with the name Fig Newton?
Actually, man, I was, one of my homies I was in prison, and one of my homies came to the yard, and the building 4 was the orientation building. And it was like, hey man, your homie in there. You need to go talk to him. I'm like, cool. I bust up in the building. I go beat on the door. What's up? Woo, woo, woo. My homie was asleep, but his celly came to the door. And he was like, who is you? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm Fig Bam. You feel me? And he like, what? He couldn't hear me because the crack on the door. We talking through the crack. He like, Fig Newton? What? What you say? I said, nah, Fig Bam. He wake my homie up. We end up conversing at the door. Yeah, man, you need something? I got you. I'm gonna send it through here. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
But my homie Nick Bolo from Parkside, San Diego, he was my homie Selly, and he popped it, and he was like, that'll be a hard name. You feel me? If you was to ever pimp or you was to ever rap, you could use that. Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
You feel me? I let it roll off my back, but it stayed in the back of my head. You feel what I'm saying? End up dishing my homie his shit. End up being cool, tight with the partner that came to the door and misheard my name. You feel what I'm saying? But when it was time for me to implement this music, what I'ma say? What I'ma say? Am I gonna go by this name they think of me in the street? Nah, I'm gonna create an entity, and which is Fig Newton. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just like smooth because it's a household name. It's already a brand name, Nabisco, and whatever they got going on. But as far as when you think of these streets and you think of Fig Newton, you're gonna think of Figueroa Street, and you're gonna think of what I bring to the game and the knowledge that I'm trying to spread out here. You know what I'm saying? So I just took it and ran with it. It was one of my partners from San Diego that kind of like, it was an inadvertent elbow, and I accepted it and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people, you know, talk about South Central, and I say, man, the real South Central is over on Fig Street. Like, you know, there's some nice parts of South Central, man.
Absolutely.
But when you get up over Fig Street and across Manchester, it could be a war zone over there.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about like some of the music you got going on. We had Spider Loc here this morning, and we talked about demonstrations on his new album Politicking. And I told him, I said, man, that song is banging. Like both you and Fig Newton, man, put it down. Yeah. And I was like, man, when y'all gonna do the video for that? He's like, well. So, you know, tell me how you hooked up with Spider and
Spider good peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? I tapped in with him through one of my relatives that's from his neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. While I was in prison, I was able to witness the Beautiful World campaign, the G-Unit West. He was also tapped in with one of my homies, Papa Smurf. You feel me? They was making good music. I was listening as I was, you know, doing my time and kind of like wishing I was in the situation to be able to contribute. But, you know, due to circumstances, I wasn't. So upon me being released, I was out in Vegas doing my thing. And one of my little relative, he linked me up with SP. He like, hey, man, my homie out here, he at the studio. Ooh, woo. All the time I knew I wanted to rap, I just wasn't in the space. I'm like, let's go pull up. You feel me? We ended up pulling up on the cat. You know what I'm saying? We exchanged words, a couple good, you know, interchanging whatever we had to do. They had the beat on. I don't know if he had didn't know if I was gonna do my thing or not. I stepped in the space and did my thing. He like, nigga, you hard. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the process of getting my dough together so I could do what I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh, man, it's all good. Tap in when you want to tap in. You feel me? So when he came to putting together his new project, he might have had a space on there, you know, and when it come to the Damus doing their thing in Los Angeles, he felt like he might have wanted some authentic shit. So he tapped in. Hey, bro, let me send this your way. You know, it's all green, fool, send it. I knocked it down, sent it back. He like, oh man, that's it. I'm like, that's what's up. Put it out, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It works both ways. I'm not that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? If I can run a make or do a gangster facts on you, and I don't get back you got a salvage title.
Yeah.
It's all good. You know what I'm saying? When it
Yeah.
come down to me. So, I ran a make on him and it was all good. So it ain't, it wasn't no issue on us doing no music. As long as you solid, we got it going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, gangster facts instead of car facts.
Yeah. Motherfucker got to send it in, man. Because some of these dudes, they'll come back, man, and it's a salvage title.
Yeah.
And you got to deal with it accordingly afterwards. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I'm dealing with a lemon now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I'm on to.
Yeah.
I'm authentic, man, and everybody who know me know that he's been in that space, he's functioned in that space, and he only functioning with the right.
Yeah.
I don't care what you is. You blood, you Crip, you Mexican. I don't give a fuck. If you in the right, I'm with the right.
Yeah.
If you in the wrong, I can't deal with it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So it's important that gangster facts come back clean. You know what I'm saying? In order for me to function with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I got something going right now. You know what I mean?
So how did you hook up with Big Y? How long you known Big Y for? And tell us a little bit about that.
Man, shit. Well, I told you that's my G, man. That's my big homie. I've been knowing him, 20 plus, man. That's somebody I came up listening to. That was somebody I came up to admiring they flow, admiring the space they had and the vocal shit they had going amongst the community. You know what I'm saying? I come from the Young Soldiers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I was led into the Relatives and led into, whatever else came after that. You feel what I'm saying? I was a child of that. So for me to grow up off the music, hear him make his transitions from Red Rag on the Banging on Wax to whatever else was coming after that and, whatever moves that was made, it was, pertinent for me to tap in with who's doing it from my community. He's personally from my community.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, the Crenshaw Mafia and the Denver Lane, so now, us being together, that's something that's been going on since the 70s.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So for me to grow up and listen to the B Brazes or the Big Ys or the Sugar Boogers and the Red Rums, you feel me? Once I get to a level of maturity and it's my turn, I can only reflect what y'all gave me. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And I can only put out. That's why my acceptance is different than the next person, because I was a direct descendant of this cloth. A lot of the stuff that y'all talking about, that's not connected to what we've got going on. That's more or less something that's been derived of the new generation. You feel me? I'm part of what's keeping the old rules going and what's keeping the old perspective in place. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So me and Big Y been linked up for hella long, bro. That's Big Bro. I look to him for guidance. I look to him for advice on moves that he made that I shouldn't make. You feel what I'm saying? And he keep me cool on the A&R ear. You feel me? Yeah. What he feel that's, what's going on right now and what need to be done, I respect his opinion. It's a lot of people that your opinion don't matter to me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I respect the OG opinion, though. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely kicks some knowledge.
Yeah,
I watch his Instagram sometimes. And,
oh, yeah.
And then he says some stuff like people just need to hear, man.
Yeah. He gonna fill you in, and it's coming from a good space.
Yeah.
It ain't coming from nobody who's trying to have no malice or trying to have no weigh in on what you doing. It's coming from somebody who been through this, is from our community, from our area, know what type of message we trying to put by, and know which way you need to go to get there.
Yeah.
If that's what you're trying to do and be successful, hey man, it don't hurt to listen. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I ain't above listening, so I listen. And if I feel like I can add it to my program, I add it. If I feel like I can't, then I structure it to where I can at least add that information to my
Yeah.
agenda. You feel what I'm saying? And me watching them go before me, whether it be signing deals, whether it be busting moves, whether it be publishing, I was able to witness my homies do something and me correct it when it's my approach.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So wherever they didn't go or wherever he didn't go, I'm gonna continue the path and take the next step. And believe me, they'll be with me.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. A lot of people don't know, man. Big Y has deep roots in the hip hop culture,
Man,
the West
look,
Coast.
I call him the James Earl Jones of the rap game. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we always give our props to Denzel, and we give our props to you know, you know, Don Cheadle, the top little, you know, actors or whatever. But we don't give our props to the James Earl Joneses.
Yeah.
The peoples that been around,
Yep.
that get them quality roles, that play that role in the movie where it's like that narrative, you have to fuck with it role.
Yeah.
We don't give them that credit. Big Y is a James Earl Jones of the rap game. If you was able to dictate what he been doing since Banging on Wax and Young Soldiers, all the way up from Relatives up to now, the executive moves, the Cali swag, the this, the that. Hey, man, the boy been moving. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you got to give him that type of respect. Whether you know it or not, some things go on behind the scenes. I'm able to be in the loop.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give my G the respect that he deserved because of the effort that he put in. Some people might not be able to see the effort. I was here for the Alligator. I was here for the Young Soldiers. I was here for the Maria and the Relatives first run and the second run. You feel what I'm saying? I was here for the Banging on Wax. I was here for the Cali Swag District. I was here for the whatever. I was here for the Fig Newton.
Yeah.
When he told me, hey man, don't bust this move, bust this move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's right, big homie. You was right. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not too big to say, hey man, I took some advice from this man and made some better moves off the mistakes that he made. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm always at a level of appreciation for why. Because he gave me a blueprint on at least the first 5 moves I'm supposed to make. You feel what I'm saying? He gave me yeah, bro, this is what you supposed to do. And he ain't never stepped back from supporting me. So, yeah, the big homie.
Let's talk about your projects you got coming up. Why don't you tell us about some of those?
Shit, man. What's next on the list is You Fig Me Too. That's coming as soon as possible. You know, motherfucker going through some personal situations and shit. But they're finna get it put out absolutely, if not December of 18, January of 19. You feel what I'm saying? After, now let me back up. We started The Whoop, that's out right now, streaming. For sure, go get that. Volume 1, tapped in. I got 15 different artists on there, including myself. That's surveying my neighborhood from LA to Pasadena. And it's giving off different flavors and different, you know, tempos of people that's doing their thing up on my section. That was my way of really putting my neighborhood on the platform and showing, the talent that we got over here. The next thing on the list is You Fig Me Too. That's coming out before the end of this year or the top of next year. After that, I got LA Times coming. LA Times is the album that got all the features on it. You feel me? I felt like I had to get my place in this music before I started doing music with other people. Mm-hmm. You feel me? It's easy for people to come out and acquire a feature and now they popping. But you use that man's buzz. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Or it's easy for a motherfucker to come out and pay for this, that, and the third. No, my fan base is organic. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And I wanted them to accept me for who I am before I rap with somebody else. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So people ask me, hey man, why you ain't got no features? Or why you wanna do this? Yeah, because I want y'all to look at me first and tap into what I'm talking about before I add somebody else into the equation. Now that people is looking towards my direction, you know, I've acquired a couple of, you know, features. I got, on LA Times, I got one with RJ. I got one with Joe Moses, Silky Slim, Killer Twine, you know. Most of your upcoming artists,
Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying, that's finna break and make their moves. I'm one of the dudes that's finna break and make their moves. So I just been keeping my ear to the street and tapping into the people that I know I can use my influence to tap in and fuck with. But yeah, LA Times coming with the features on it, and y'all gonna love that. You feel me? It's a city based around the city. You feel me? Our sound, our feel, our wave. You feel me? A lot of artists is jumping on the Atlanta wave, jumping on the auto-tune wave, jumping on the club wave. You feel what I'm saying? And we losing our authenticity. We losing what made us us due to us chasing that bag and running down what sounds good that's gonna get you played. You feel me? I'm more or less focused on what's gonna get me heard, not get me played. Heard is different than played. Played is, yeah, we in the club, it came on, I was buzzing, but I don't know who that was. Heard is, hey, did you hear that new Fig Newton? Man, that nigga was talking about some shit. That nigga was talking about homies going to jail and why you ain't supposed to do this and what you supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's more of a, you know what I'm saying, move than me than being played. You feel me? I'd rather be heard and understood. And a lot of the people in my community, especially up close out here in LA, if you know me, you able to, you know, feel me and take my words, for, you know, with some validity.
Yeah.
You feel me? And kind of like, I know he know because he talking from a place of experience. And that gives the little dudes that's trying to find their way,
Yeah.
kind of a roadmap. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as far as our region and what we dealing with, that's what we need. We need more of the roadmaps for these young dudes opposed to the lighter fluid on top of what's going on. Now, it's easy for a motherfucker to come spray some lighter fluid on a bad situation, but it take a bigger man to come in and kind of like square it away. Like,
Yeah.
do that make sense to you?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Is that gonna be beneficial to you, what you trying to do? Nah. All right, well, kick back on that, G. You feel me? Because the motherfucker ain't really stepped on your toes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nowadays, it ain't like it used to be. So what they consider stepping on your toes ain't what it used to be. What it used to be was somebody was dead. Are you mad because somebody on Instagram playing, talking crazy or dissing you? Well, that's at the computer, bro. What your real life bank account look like? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it give a motherfucker a little way out on what's real and what's not. You feel what I'm saying? It's always cool to keep your eye open and keep a watch on the streets, but at the same time, is you focusing on your life. You know what I mean? Is you putting that same passion that you give into throwing your life away towards putting your life together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Opposed to whatever else a motherfucker got to offer for you. So, yeah.
So if there's something the fans would want to know about Fig, what would it be?
If something they want to know about me, it's more or less about what I want them to know about me, not what they want to know about me. And what I want to put out there is that I'm a father, I'm a businessman, I've gravitated to something different, you feel me? And I want the motivation to the youth and the young homies to gravitate to something different, you feel what I'm saying? Whatever it is your passion, whatever you find, that liking in, to take that time to put the information, get the information, you feel what I'm saying? I want them to take determination from me. I want them to take relentlessness from me. You feel what I'm saying? I've been somebody that been in that same position that I was able to accept 8 years in prison and come back and bounce back in order to do what I want to do. So what I wanted to take from me is to see that it's possible. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm at the pinnacle, but at the same time, I ain't where I was. And I ain't satisfied with what I used to be. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm using my resources and whatever turmoil that I've been through and using it as gas to push me towards what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So if you take anything from Fig Newton, take the fact that I was just like you, you know, from the $50 double-ups and to the, you know, the show traps from the broad or whatever it is that you got going on, I was in that spot.
Yeah.
And take it and bubble it and flip it and move it and push it towards what's needed to get done. And with the information that need to get passed on is do the information. You feel me? Do the necessary education. Go search out mentors. Go search out information. That's gonna lead you to do what you need to do. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't want to give off a negative vibe of what I'm doing. You feel me? Whether it's a Keyway or a Blood, anybody who know me, they know what type of time I'm on. And my time is progressive. You feel what I'm saying? It's more or less about, you know, evolving, opposed to, you know, promoting the lower level of it. You feel what I'm saying? So if a nigga get anything from me, it's entrepreneurship, ownership, relentlessness. You can do it yourself, because I've been through the asking for help and people didn't want to help me. You feel what I'm saying? Didn't have faith in the moves that I was busting. You feel what I'm saying? But I have faith in myself. It might have took me a year or two longer than what I expected, but it can happen. So for what I'm trying to pass off to the next brother is, hey, bruh, whatever you got going, if you stay down on it and, you know, do the necessary information, on getting the information, the knowledge, you can elevate whatever you got going on and don't take nobody.
Yeah.
That's what the message I'm passing on, because everything I'm doing is off the hip. You know what I'm saying? With no assistance. You know what I'm saying? Only assistance I'm getting is real life love from people who agree with what I got going on or is cohesive to what I got going on. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, I appreciate you coming by, man. You got me motivated. I want to go outside and run a mile right now. You got me motivated, man.
Say that.
Hey, man, we really appreciate you coming by the show, man. And, you know, everybody go check out Fig Newton. We started the Whoop.
Yeah.
I mean, that's in the millions.
FigNewton.com. Tap in on that YouTube, man. Subscribe to Fig Newton. You know what I'm saying? And tap in on whatever projects I got going. We started the Woo Volume 1 in stores now. You Fig Me Too coming this month. And LA Times will be closely in the top of the year. This Fig Newton, man. You now watching Urban City TV.